The Zephyrian High Command had made their calculations carefully. 3,000 years of galactic warfare had taught them that conquest was a matter of patience, preparation, and overwhelming force. When they turned their attention to the third planet of the Sol system, they expected another routine subjugation. The humans call themselves tourists when they visit other worlds, General Vextar noted during the pre-invasion briefing, his scaled fingers dancing across holographic displays. Their military presence is minimal. Most of their kind seem more interested in leisure activities. The assembled commanders chittered in what passed for Zephyrian laughter. They had observed human colonies on 17 different worlds, always the same pattern: small settlements, recreational facilities, and an almost negligent approach to defense. The humans built beaches where other species built bunkers, constructed resorts where others erected fortresses. They treat warfare like an inconvenience, added Admiral Krexhai, her compound eyes reflecting the tactical displays. When the hegemony attacked Kepler 442b, the humans there seemed more annoyed about their interrupted vacation than concerned about conquest. The intelligence reports painted a picture of a species more interested in relaxation than resistance. Human tourists would arrive on newly discovered worlds with nothing but basic supplies and an inexplicable desire to experience local phenomena. They built temporary structures, sampled local cuisine, and generally behaved as if the galaxy were their personal playground. Even their military vessels are designed for comfort rather than combat, Vextar continued. Extended living quarters, recreational facilities, hydroponics bays growing luxury foods. They approach interstellar conflict like a camping trip. The Zephyrian Armada, 300 vessels strong, dropped out of hyperspace at the edge of the Sol system at precisely 0600 Standard Galactic Time. They expected to face a scattered defense fleet, perhaps some hastily organized militia. Instead, they found nothing. Where are their defensive positions? Demanded Admiral Krexhai as sensor readings flooded the command bridge. Unclear, Admiral, reported the sensor operator, mandibles clicking nervously. We're detecting massive installations throughout the system, but they appear to be recreational in nature. The scans revealed an absurdity that defied military logic. Massive orbital platforms designed not for war, but for entertainment. Space elevators that served luxury hotels rather than strategic installations. Asteroid mining operations that seemed focused on creating scenic asteroid belts rather than extracting military resources. Perhaps they truly are as defenseless as they appear, Vextar mused, though something in his predator's instincts whispered warnings. The first human communication came as the Zephyrian fleet approached the outer planets. The transmission origin was a massive cruise liner drifting near Jupiter's moons.
Hey there, visitors.
The human appeared impossibly relaxed, leaning back in what looked like a beach chair despite being in a spacecraft. Welcome to the Sol system. I'm Captain Martinez of the Wanderlust Express. You folks here for the war? Because if so, you picked a great day for it. Weather's perfect, minimal solar radiation, and the gravitational tours around Jupiter are absolutely spectacular this time of year. The Zephyrian command staff exchanged confused glances. Was this some form of psychological warfare? Captain Martinez, Vextar responded, activating the translation protocols. This is General Vextar of the Zephyrian Conquest Fleet. We are here to claim this system for the hegemony. Surrender immediately and we will ensure your population is treated with appropriate consideration. Martinez's grin widened. Oh, you're here for the big show. Excellent. Let me just check the schedule. He appeared to consult something off-screen. Yep, Earth Defense is expecting you. They've been preparing all week. Fair warning, though. They take their hospitality seriously down there. Hope you're ready for the full treatment. The transmission ended, leaving the Zephyrian command in bewildered silence. As the fleet advanced toward Earth, more tourists made contact. Mining ship captains offered guided tours of asteroid fields. Research station personnel invited them to observe nearby nebulae. A group of humans terraforming Mars actually asked if the Zephyrians wanted to help plant some trees. This is not normal military behavior, Admiral Krexhai observed, her tactical instincts screaming warnings she couldn't articulate. Earth itself appeared to be a blue marble of serene beauty, orbital installations glittering like jewelry around its equator. There were no visible weapons platforms, no defensive formations, no signs of a species preparing for war. Then they entered Earth's defensive perimeter, and the humans revealed why they were treated like gods. The attack came from everywhere and nowhere. What the Zephyrians had dismissed as tourist installations proved to be the most sophisticated military network ever conceived. The leisure cruise ships were cloaked dreadnoughts. The scenic asteroid belts were vast weapons platforms. The recreational orbital stations were fortress cities armed with technology that defied comprehension. But it wasn't the technology that stunned the Zephyrian armada into submission. It was the casual efficiency. Mars base to Luna station came a transmission the Zephyrians intercepted. Looks like our visitors want the premium experience package. Initiating Pattern 7. Pattern 7 turned out to be a synchronized assault that dismantled the 300-ship armada in 17 minutes. The humans didn't destroy the vessels, they simply stopped them. Propulsion systems ceased functioning. Weapons powered down. Life support remained active. "This is Captain Sarah Chen of Earth Defense," came the final transmission. General Vextar found himself staring at a human who looked like she'd just finished a morning jog. "Welcome to Sol, everyone. Sorry about the rough entry. We wanted to make sure you got the full experience. Don't worry about your ships. They're just in timeout for a bit. We've got rescue shuttles incoming with refreshments and orientation packages." In the end, it wasn't conquest that humbled the Zephyrian hegemony. It was hospitality. By dusk, the surviving Zephyrian personnel found themselves in comfortable quarters aboard human vessels, being served remarkably good food, and treated with a kindness that made their failed invasion seem like an embarrassing misunderstanding, rather than an act of war. "You see," Captain Chen explained during the impromptu diplomatic reception, "we learned a long time ago that the universe is vast and beautiful, and life is short. There's so much to explore, so much to experience. War is just inefficient." General Vextar, sipping something the humans called coffee while watching Earth rotate slowly beneath them, finally understood why humans were treated like gods wherever they went. They didn't conquer worlds, they transformed them. They didn't subjugate species, they invited them on adventures. The Zephyrian invasion of Sol had lasted 6 hours and 17 minutes. The peace treaty negotiations, conducted over a barbecue on the observation deck, took only 23 minutes and included a mutual defense agreement and a cultural exchange program. By the time the news reached the galactic core, the Zephyrian High Command had already received vacation brochures from Earth, personally delivered by the same humans they'd tried to conquer that morning. The campaign was over by dusk, but the friendship would last for generations.